Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Coins History Coins VC. Today's video is going to be very exciting because we're diving deep into the fascinating world of wheat penny coins, their value, iconic design, hidden stories, and rare treasures. Did you know, some ordinary-looking old pennies can be worth thousands of dollars, even millions? Money bag. Yes, those small coins sitting in your drawer or pocket could actually be a hidden fortune. In this video, we will explore the top 4 most valuable, rare, and expensive wheat penny coins in U.S. history. We'll also talk about different mint marks like P, D, and S, rare color variations, collector demand, and how even dirty or worn coins can still be extremely valuable. So before you spend that old penny, make sure you watch this video till the end, because you might be holding treasure in your hands. Top 1. The 1942 Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America is one of the most popular and widely collected coins in American numismatic history, especially among beginners and serious collectors alike. This coin belongs to the famous wheat penny series, officially known as the Lincoln Wheat Cent, which was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. The 1942 issue is particularly interesting because it comes right at the height of World War II, a time when the United States economy, industry, and even coin production were heavily influenced by wartime needs. The obverse, front side, of the 1942 wheat penny features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head is the word Liberty, while the phrase "In God We Trust" arches along the top edge of the coin. The year, 1942, appears to the right of Lincoln's portrait. Since your coin has no mint mark, it means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark during that time. This makes it different from coins minted in Denver, marked with D, or San Francisco, marked with S. On the reverse, backside, the coin displays 2 stylized wheat stalks along the left and right edges, symbolizing prosperity and agricultural strength. Between the wheat ears, you will find the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, along with the Latin motto E pluribus unum, which translates to, out of many, one. This classic design remained in use until 1958, after which it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. The composition of the 1942 wheat penny is primarily copper, about 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This is significant because in 1943, due to wartime shortages of copper, the U.S. Mint temporarily switched to zinc-coated steel pennies. Therefore, the 1942 coin represents one of the last full copper issues before that historic transition. Because of this, many collectors pay special attention to coins from 1942 as part of a pre-steel cent collection. In terms of mintage, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 650 million 1942 pennies, which means the coin is relatively common. However, its value can vary greatly depending on condition, rarity of errors, and overall appearance. In circulated condition, worn coins used in everyday transactions, the value typically ranges from about 5 cents to 50 cents. In uncirculated condition, where the coin retains its original mint luster and shows little to no wear, the value can rise to several dollars, sometimes $5 to $15 or more. Coins with a rich red color, often called red or by collectors, are especially desirable and can command higher prices. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1942 wheat penny is the possibility of rare mint errors or varieties. Some collectors search for double die errors, off-center strikes, or unusual color variations. These rare error coins can be worth significantly more, sometimes reaching into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the uniqueness and condition. Collectors also pay attention to the coin's grading, which is a standardized way of describing its condition. Grades range from poor, heavily worn, to mint state, perfect or near-perfect condition. Professional grading services like Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company can certify and encapsulate coins, often increasing their market value and trustworthiness among buyers. The historical significance of the 1942 wheat penny cannot be overlooked. Being minted during World War II, it represents a period when every aspect of American life, including coin production, was influenced by global conflict. The following year's shift to steel pennies highlights how even small everyday objects were affected by wartime resource conservation. For coin collectors in countries like Pakistan or elsewhere around the world, the 1942 wheat penny remains an accessible and fascinating entry point into U.S. coin collecting. Its affordability, historical background, and classic design make it a favorite among hobbyists. Many collectors enjoy building complete sets of wheat pennies from 1909 to 1958, and the 1942 issue is an essential part of that journey. In conclusion, the 1942 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny is not an extremely rare coin, but it holds significant historical and collectible value. Its connection to Abraham Lincoln, its classic wheat design, and its place in World War II-era America make it much more than just a 1-cent coin. Whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, this coin offers a blend of history, artistry, and potential value that continues to captivate people around the world. Next, top 2. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America is one of the most historically important and widely collected coins in American numismatics, especially because it was produced during the final years of World War II. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln. By 1944, the United States was deeply involved in the war, and even coin production reflected the economic and material challenges of that era. The 1944 penny is particularly notable because it marks a return to copper composition after the unusual steel cents of 1943. On the obverse, front side, of the 1944 wheat penny, you will see the iconic right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The word "Liberty" appears to the left of Lincoln's profile, while the phrase "In God We Trust" curves along the top edge of the coin. The date, 1944, is positioned to the right of Lincoln's image. Since your coin has no mint mark, it indicates that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which at that time did not use a mint mark. Coins from Denver and San Francisco would display D and S mint marks respectively, making the no mint mark version easy to identify as a Philadelphia issue. The reverse, backside, of the coin features the classic wheat design, with 2 wheat stalks framing the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America. Above these words is the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. This design symbolizes agricultural strength and national unity, and it remained in use until 1958 before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1944 wheat penny is its composition. Unlike the 1943 pennies, which were made from zinc-coated steel due to wartime copper shortages, the 1944 pennies were struck using recycled copper from spent shell casings collected from military training fields. This gives the coin a unique historical connection to the war effort, as it literally contains metal that may have once been used in ammunition. The composition is approximately 95% copper with small amounts of tin and zinc, restoring the traditional look and feel of earlier pennies. In terms of mintage, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1.4 billion 1944 pennies, making it one of the most common wheat pennies. Because of this high production, most 1944 no-mint mark pennies are not considered rare. In circulated condition, their value typically ranges from about 3 cents to 20 cents, depending on wear and overall appearance. However, uncirculated coins with strong luster and minimal marks can be worth several dollars, often between $5 and $20. Coins that retain their original bright red color, known as red or RD condition, are especially desirable among collectors and can fetch even higher prices. Despite being common, the 1944 wheat penny is famous for certain rare error varieties that can be extremely valuable. One of the most well-known is the 1944 steel penny error, where a small number of coins were accidentally struck on leftover steel planchets from 1943. These coins are extremely rare and can be worth tens of thousands of dollars or more. There are also other collectible errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks, which can significantly increase a coin's value depending on rarity and condition. Grading plays an important role in determining the value of a 1944 wheat penny. Professional grading services like Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company evaluate coins based on their condition, assigning grades that range from poor, heavily worn, to mint state, perfect or nearly perfect. A higher grade generally means a higher value, especially for coins with strong eye appeal and original surfaces. The historical importance of the 1944 wheat penny goes beyond its monetary value. It represents a time when the United States was mobilizing all its resources for the war effort, and even everyday objects like coins were influenced by global events. The return to copper in 1944 symbolized a shift as wartime production stabilized and materials became more available. For collectors, this coin serves as a tangible link to that period in history. For coin collectors around the world, including those in Pakistan, the 1944 wheat penny is a popular and accessible piece of American history. It is often included in beginner collections due to its affordability and historical background, while advanced collectors may seek out high-grade examples or rare error varieties. Building a complete set of wheat pennies from 1909 to 1958 is a common goal, and the 1944 issue is an essential part of that collection. In conclusion, the 1944 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny is not rare in its standard form, but it carries deep historical significance and remains highly collectible. Its connection to Abraham Lincoln, its wartime production story, and the possibility of rare and valuable error coins make it a fascinating piece for any collector. Whether you are just starting your coin collection or expanding an existing one, this coin offers a rich blend of history, design, and potential value that continues to attract interest from collectors worldwide. Next, top 3. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America is a classic and historically meaningful coin that belongs to the long-running Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln. By 1946, the world had just emerged from the devastation of World War II, and this coin represents one of the earliest post-war issues, symbolizing a transition from wartime hardship to peacetime recovery in the United States. For collectors, the 1946 wheat penny is not just a coin. It is a small but powerful piece of history that reflects a significant turning point in the modern world. On the obverse, front side of the coin, you will find the familiar right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design was groundbreaking when first introduced because it marked the first time a real historical figure appeared on a regularly circulating U.S. coin. Above Lincoln's head is the national motto, "In God We Trust," while the word "Liberty" appears to the left of his profile. The date, 1946, is located on the right side. Since your coin has no mint mark, it indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use mint marks on pennies during that period. This distinguishes it from coins minted in Denver, marked D, and San Francisco, marked S. The reverse, backside, of the 1946 wheat penny features the iconic wheat ears design, with two stylized wheat stalks running along the edges. Between them are the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, and above these words is the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. This design symbolizes unity and agricultural prosperity and remained in use until 1958, after which it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. In terms of composition, the 1946 wheat penny is made primarily of copper, consisting of about 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. After the steel cents of 1943 and the recycled shell casing copper used in 1944 and 1945, the 1946 penny represents a return to more standard coin production materials in the post-war period. This makes it part of a transitional era in U.S. coinage, where the economy and industry were stabilizing after years of wartime demand. The mintage of the 1946 no-mint mark penny was quite high, with over 991 million coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint alone. Because of this large production number, the coin is considered common and is frequently found in circulated condition. In terms of value, most worn examples are worth only a few cents above face value, typically between 3 cents and 20 cents. However, coins in uncirculated condition, especially those with strong luster and minimal marks, can be worth several dollars, often ranging from $5 to $15 or more. Coins that retain their original reddish color, known as red RD specimens, are particularly desirable and can command higher prices among collectors. Although the 1946 wheat penny is generally common, collectors still look for error coins and varieties that can increase its value. These include double die errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and other minting anomalies. While such errors are relatively rare, they can significantly enhance the coin's desirability and market value, sometimes reaching into the hundreds of dollars depending on the severity and condition of the error. Grading is an important factor in determining the value of any coin, including the 1946 wheat penny. Professional grading services such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company assess coins based on their condition and assign grades ranging from poor, heavily worn, to mint state, perfect or near perfect. A higher grade generally results in a higher value, especially for coins that exhibit strong eye appeal, clean surfaces, and original mint luster. Historically, the 1946 wheat penny is significant because it reflects the beginning of a new era. After years of global conflict, the United States was entering a period of economic growth and stability. Coins like the 1946 penny were part of everyday life during this time, used in daily transactions by millions of Americans. Today, they serve as reminders of that era and provide collectors with a tangible connection to the past. For collectors around the world, including those in Pakistan, the 1946 wheat penny is an accessible and affordable coin that offers both historical significance and collectible appeal. It is often included in complete sets of wheat pennies from 1909 to 1958, making it an essential piece for anyone interested in building a comprehensive collection. Its availability and relatively low cost make it ideal for beginners, while its historical context and potential for high-grade examples continue to attract experienced numismatists. In conclusion, the 1946 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny may not be rare in the traditional sense, but it holds considerable historical and collectible value. Its association with Abraham Lincoln, its classic wheat design, and its place in the post-World War II era make it a meaningful and fascinating coin. Whether you are collecting for investment, historical interest, or personal enjoyment, this coin represents a small yet significant piece of American history that continues to captivate collectors across the globe. Next top 4. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America is a classic example of American coinage and an important piece in the long-running Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which began in 1909 to honor the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln. By 1951, the United States was experiencing a period of economic expansion and global influence during the early years of the Cold War. Although this coin may appear simple at first glance, it carries historical significance and remains highly collectible among coin enthusiasts around the world. On the obverse, front side, of the 1951 Wheat Penny, you will find the iconic right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The inscription, "In God We Trust," arches along the top of the coin, while the word "Liberty" appears to the left of Lincoln's profile. The date, 1951, is positioned to the right, and just below it is the D mint mark, indicating that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. This mint mark is a key identifying feature, distinguishing it from Philadelphia coins, no mint mark, and San Francisco coins, marked with S. The reverse, backside, of the coin features the traditional wheat design, with two stylized wheat stalks along the left and right edges. Between these stalks are the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, with the Latin motto E pluribus unum placed above them. This design symbolizes unity and agricultural prosperity and remained in use until it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. The 1951 Wheat Penny is composed primarily of copper, with approximately 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It has a diameter of 19 millimeters and a weight of about 3.11 grams, which were standard specifications for U.S. pennies of that era. Unlike the wartime steel cents of 1943, this coin reflects the return to stable material production in the post-war economy. In terms of mintage, the Denver Mint produced over 625 million 1951 pennies, making it a common coin in circulated condition. Because of its high mintage, most examples are readily available and affordable. In circulated grades, the value typically ranges from about 3 cents to 20 cents, depending on wear and overall condition. However, uncirculated coins with strong mint luster and minimal marks can be worth significantly more, often between $5 and $15 or higher. Coins that retain their original bright red color, referred to as red or RD coins, are especially desirable and can command premium prices among collectors. Even though the 1951 Wheat Penny is generally common, collectors often search for error coins and varieties that can increase its value. These include double die errors, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, and other minting anomalies. While such errors are relatively rare, they can make a coin far more valuable, sometimes reaching into the hundreds of dollars depending on the rarity and condition of the error. Grading is an essential factor in determining the value of any coin. Professional grading services such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company assess coins based on their condition, assigning grades that range from poor, heavily worn, to mint state, perfect or nearly perfect. Coins with higher grades, especially those in mint state 65, MS 65, or above, are significantly more valuable due to their superior quality and eye appeal. From a historical perspective, the 1951 Wheat Penny reflects a time of optimism and growth in the United States. The early 1950s saw rapid industrial development, increased consumer spending, and the expansion of suburban life. Coins like this were used in everyday transactions, making them an integral part of daily American life. Today, they serve as small but meaningful artifacts of that era, connecting collectors to the past. For collectors worldwide, including those in Pakistan, the 1951 wheat penny is an accessible and affordable coin that is ideal for building a complete wheat penny collection. Many collectors aim to assemble a full set of Lincoln wheat cents from 1909 to 1958, and the 1951 issue is an important part of that collection. Its availability makes it a great choice for beginners, while high-grade examples and rare errors continue to attract advanced numismatists. In conclusion, the 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny may not be rare in its standard form, but it holds strong historical and collectible value. Its association with Abraham Lincoln, its classic wheat design, and its place in the early Cold War era make it a fascinating and meaningful piece of American coinage. Whether you are collecting for investment, historical interest, or personal enjoyment, this coin offers a blend of history, design, and potential value that continues to captivate collectors around the world.